Welcome back to FryMinis. I'm Eric, and today in our Fizban's Treasury of Dragons coverage, we are going to finally take a look at the new monk subclass, Way of the Ascendant Dragon. So if you're just joining us for this tour through this really great book, please hit the subscribe button. We're so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. I'm like super juiced up about this. It feels great. Thank you all for that. And just check out the playlist. We're putting all these videos in one big playlist. It's all in the description. Come hang out with us over on Discord at discord.gg/FryMinis. And have fun. We're also doing a painting contest. We're celebrating Bander Hobbs. Every Friday night we do live painting. It's a bunch of cool stuff. So let's look at this monk. Hey everybody, I wanted to give a little disclaimer on this video. If you watch any of my other videos, you know I like to keep things generally pretty positive, and I like to talk about what's cool and what I think is fun and powerful and feels good at the table. This video is very different. This is probably the most negative video I've ever made. So if you want to not have a not super happy experience, go on to another video in this playlist. I go through the whole video here and I talk about the monk subclass, Way of the Ascendant Dragon, and I'm not very friendly to this one. So if you don't want to hear that, no harm, no foul, skip to the next one. I just wanted to put a little note here. This is not a normal tone for one of my videos. And if you do watch it, thanks. And either way, let me know in the comments. Is monk great? Is this subclass great? Please, I'd love to hear. I am not a monk person. I don't super love the flavor, the thematics of monks. You run around and stunning strike stuff, and that's, I don't know. I am not coming from a neutral observer on this one. I don't hate monks, and if you like playing monks, great, cool, that's awesome. It's just not my favorite. All right, enough jabber-jawing, let's go. The dragon god Bahamut is known to travel the material plane in the guise of a young monk, and legend says that he founded the first monastery of the Way of the Ascendant Dragon in this guise. The fundamental teaching of this tradition holds that by emulating dragons, a monk becomes a more integrated part of the world and its magic. By altering their spirit to resonate with draconic might, monks who follow this tradition augment their prowess in battle, bolster their allies, and can even soar through the air on draconic wings. But all this power is in service of a greater goal, achieving a spiritual unity with the essence of the material plane. As a follower of the Way of the Ascendant Dragon, you decide how you unlock the power of dragons within yourself. The Ascendant Dragon Origin Table offers a number of possibilities. This is a D6 table. 1. You honed your abilities by aligning your spirit with a dragon's world-altering power. 2. A dragon personally took an active role in shaping your inner energy. 3. You studied at a monastery that traces its teachings back centuries or more to a single dragon's instruction, or one that is devoted to a dragon god. 4. You spent long stretches meditating in the region around an ancient dragon's lair, absorbing that layer's ambient magic. 5. You found a scroll written in Draconic that contained inspiring new techniques. 6. After a dream featuring a 5-handed dragonborn, you awoke with the mystical breath of dragons. I mean, those are all cool. I mean, they're dragon themed, right? I don't, and if somebody can leave a comment, I would love. I do not have a good understanding of Key and of like the lore of Key and how it fits into the world of D&D, of how it ties to the weave, if it does at all. And just, I don't know, it's just like, to me, it just feels like there's a thing, Key, that's just there. And this ties to that, I guess. It makes sense, but I don't know. This is probably going to be my most negative video from this whole book. Draconic Disciple. You can channel draconic power to magnify your presence and imbue your unarmed strikes with the essence of a dragon's breath. You gain the following benefits. Draconic Presence. If you fail a Charisma Intimidation or a Charisma Persuasion check, you can use your reaction to re-roll the check as you tap into the mighty presence of dragons. Once this feature turns a failure into a success, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. Draconic Strike. When you damage a target with an unarmed strike, you can change the damage type to acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Tongue of Dragons. You learn to speak, read, and write Draconic or one other language of your choice. Okay, so those seem cool to me, right? Like those rerolls, that's great. And I'm a big fan of the one like once this succeeds, you can't do it again until whatever mechanic. It doesn't feel good when you use something and then it doesn't work, but you've burned your cooldown basically. Kind of like Indomitable with fighters. Once, like if you pass or fail, cool, but it's you burned it. I like the idea of you can keep doing it until you succeed. Draconic Strike, where you can change your weapon or your punches into magical type damage, elemental damage. That sounds really, really cool, especially if you're in maybe a low magic campaign where magic items aren't super available. I think that's a great option there. But is it really going to make that much of a difference? Probably not. And Tongue of Dragons, another language, great flavor, but great. Breath of the Dragon. You can channel destructive waves of energy like those created by the dragons you emulate. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can replace one of the attacks with an exhalation of draconic energy in either a 20-foot cone or a 30-foot line that's 5 feet wide, your choice. Choose a damage type, acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw against your key save DC, taking damage of the chosen type equal to 2 rolls of your martial arts die on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. At 11th level, the damage of this feature increases to 3 rolls of your martial arts die. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. While you have no uses available, you can spend 2 key points to use this feature again. Okay, so this is an example of one of the things I don't love about monks. Like this is a cool feature, breathing fire, and the damage being tied to your martial arts. I think that's cool. I like that. That seems like it makes sense for a monk thing. And I like that you get the free uses. That's great. But 2 key to use it again, that's a lot. I mean, that's a heavy cost. And I don't I don't like it when, and please again in the comments let me know if I'm way off base here, but I don't like that monk's core abilities are tied to, or the subclass core abilities are tied to key. And so when the actual main class, everything there is tied to burning your key. And then your subclass is also tied to burning your key. And you're not getting like new ways to use the key or generate key or whatever. It's just everything becomes so expensive and you get locked out of using your class and subclass features pretty quickly if you want to do stuff with it. I don't know, like spell slots with casters. Like, okay, yeah, your subclass and your actual class, those are going to give you spells or whatever. But those spells can have durations. Those spells can have concentration that can last for a long time. They can summon stuff. They have more than like an instant effect. They can anyway. I don't know. That's just, you're giving me more ways to burn my gas without giving me gas to burn. Wings Unfurled. When you use your Step of the Wind, you can unfurl spectral draconic wings from your back that vanish at the end of your turn. While the wings exist, you have flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Okay, see? Okay, again, we're Step of the Wind costs key. It costs a key to use. So here's another way to burn your key to have a chance to use your subclass feature. Yeah, until the end of your turn. Not even the end of your next turn, the end of your turn. So you're getting like 6 seconds, right? 6 seconds of flight with this. And you can use that to like reposition or something, but that's not, I don't know. There's just so many other things that give you flight in the game now that, I don't know, things just don't add up here to me. Aspect of the Worm. The power of your draconic spirit now radiates from you, warding your allies or inspiring fear in your enemies. As a bonus action, you can create an aura of draconic power that radiates 10 feet from you for 1 minute. For the duration, you gain one of the following effects of your choice. Frightful Presence. When you create this aura, and as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can choose a creature within the aura. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw against your key save DC or become frightened of you for 1 minute. The target can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a successful save. Resistance. Choose a damage type when you activate this aura. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison. You and your allies within the aura have resistance to that damage. Once you create this aura, you can't create it again until you finish a long rest, unless you expend 3 key points to create it again. Okay, so once per long rest, you're doing a thing for 1 minute, or burning 3 key points to have a chance to scare something, to frighten it, and that by 11th level, a lot of the things you fight are probably going to be resistant or just straight up immune to fear. Or you give your allies resistance to a certain type within 10 feet. 10 feet. So you're a monk, so you'll probably want to be in melee, but part of being a monk is getting in and out of combat, kind of like a rogue, right? So if you run in and you fight and you punch and then you pop out, okay, well now you're like, you're just the placement on this kind of thing. 10 feet is such a small radius. If this was 30 feet, what would be the problem with this being 30 feet? That way you can kind of sit in that mid range of the field and give that resistance, that one kind of damage for 1 minute. Like, I don't understand why that's so restrictive. There's no point, I think, in that being that narrow. Ascendant aspect. Your draconic spirit reaches its peak. You gain the following benefits. Augment breath. When you use your breath of the dragon, you can spend 1 key point to augment its shape and power. The exhalation of draconic energy becomes either a 60-foot cone or a 90-foot line that's 5 feet wide, your choice. And each creature in the area takes damage equal to 4 rolls of your martial arts die on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. Blind sight. You gain blind sight out to 10 feet. Within that range, you can effectively see anything that isn't by total cover, even if you're blinded or in darkness. Moreover, you can see invisible creatures within that range unless the creature successfully hides from you. Explosive Fury. When you activate your aspect of the worm, Draconic Fury explodes from you. Choose any number of creatures you can see in your aura. Each of those creatures must succeed on a dexterity saving throw against your key save, or take 3d10 acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage, your choice. Okay, so like look at this. You're 17th level. 17th level. If you even get to this level in the game, you're near the end, right? You're in the god level territory basically. And you're getting 10 feet of blind sight. Cool. Great. You can also get 10 feet of blind sight at first level with the fighting style. like great. All right. Geez. Explosive Fury is great. That's super cool. That's just like an extra thing that happens when you're doing a thing. Great. And Augment Breath. Okay, I like the idea of improving your breath weapon attack thing. But why am I spending more key on it? Like, why is there an extra cost? We're 17th level. Who cares? 17th level. 4 rolls of your damage die is 4d10. What? So we are concerned about doing proficiency bonus per long rest for free, and then we can send key to do it more, of doing 4d10 damage in a cone. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Okay, so sorry everybody if this was a little more negative than you'd like. This is, if you've seen my other videos, you know I am not normally a negative person about stuff like this, but I don't like Monk in the first place. Again, it's just the thematics. I just don't feel good about it. And then often these subclasses are not super awesome, and I feel like this is not super awesome. And again, remember, this book is awesome. The book is great. I love the book. It's just the way the Ascendant Dragon, I think, is limited in ways that it doesn't need to be limited. So if you like happier tones and more positive videos, check out literally any other video on the channel. Thanks for watching. I hope this was kind of helpful. Leave a comment and please tell me why I'm super duper wrong about this, and why Monk is the best, and why Ascendant Dragon is amazing, because I would love to have my mind changed on that. And if you convince me otherwise, I will absolutely give you some sort of shout out or something. So let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.